Now, when I was working for different hermetic meditations to discover what truly healing looked like and how I could bring that about in my lifetime, for my career, for my actions, for myself, um, a strange message came to me, and it, like, I don't know, I've been in natural healing my whole life, right? Like, I've worked for Chinese medicine, I've been with group homes, I've been with energy work, right? And I didn't even know the answer to this question of like what truly makes someone heal. But in this meditation, this message came to me, and it was that understanding, that learning, understanding, and accepting were the keys of healing yourself and others. And this made perfect sense to me. Perfect sense. Because, like, for instance, if you don't know who somebody is, if you don't fully know who they are, if you don't understand why they are the way they are, and if you can't accept them fully as who they are at that moment, then you'll never have the connection with them to heal them. You'll never have their trust. You'll never be able to make them feel like they can grow, make them feel like they can learn, make them feel like they can develop in any way. So these really are the core fundamentals of healing yourself and others. In the shadow working cycle, we go through these steps: discovery, understanding, and accepting. But this is for ourselves. And this is an important process to do for ourselves before we do fully for the world, because, the world, you can't heal the world unless you heal yourself, Or at least you can't start to heal the world unless you start healing yourself, So this learning about people, like really being interested in who they are, and really, even if they have negative qualities, if they have good qualities, whatever, understanding why they are that way. And then when you combine those two, accepting them fully. It doesn't matter what they are, what they do, but you need to accept them. This doesn't mean that you have to be okay with everything they do. You can be totally against everything they do, but you need to accept that is part of them. You need to accept that is part of their shadow, that is part of who they are at this present moment. And unless you can accept that, you don't have to be okay with it, then you won't be able to help them heal at all. They'll see you as the same as the rest of the world who has not accepted them. They'll see you as an enemy. They'll see you as somebody who is against them. And in reality, unless you accept them, you are against them. So it is very important, especially that last step can be the hardest. Understanding them can be hard too. Learning about them can be hard. They're all hard, but they're all necessary for healing yourself and the world. And if you're going to really if you are a natural healer, naturally, you don't have to have a school degree in it or, be studied in it at all. But if you are a healer, if you're an empath, or you're somebody who really cares about others, this is essential, This is the way that you can heal people on your day-to-day life, is by truly learning about them, truly understanding them, and accepting their different manifestations, understanding and accepting what they are, It's true that the best thing you can do for people sometimes is just to listen to them and accept them. People aren't used to this at all in this day-to-day society. They're not. People aren't used to having conversations where somebody just truly listens to you without judgment. This is infinitely valuable to people. And if you have done this shadow work, then you understand that this is the process of healing yourself, of accepting yourself. You will never be able to start healing unless you accept what there is to heal. So give that gift to other people. Give that gift to them. help them through those processes yourself. Though you'll probably be the only one who's doing that for them. To actually listen to them, to actually be interested in them, and to actually accept them. And this doesn't mean that you have to be okay with them, what they do. This just means that you accept that they did what they did, and that you're going to give them your honest feedback on it, and that you're not going to resent them or judge them for it, but you know that it's wrong, and they know it's wrong probably too. This will help you in working with a whole variety of people. It is universal, it's universal that these 3 steps are key to healing anybody, healing yourself. So keep them in your mind, especially if this is something that's important to you. Help people into this program. If it had a good effect on you, it'll have a good effect on somebody else. So help them go through this program, help them learn from it, help them grow with it. That's the main reason it's here. That's the main reason I did this, is to help people through this process. So help them through this process, help them grow, and do it on your own will as well. Do it anytime that you will owe. Help people by learning about them, by understanding them and accepting them. If there's one thing that I can say in this whole thing, it's to master those 3 steps.